all signs love message reading. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach. For the last 6 to 7 years, I'm still trying to grasp it. If you're curious on how I became a reader and my awakening story, go ahead and check out the other playlists. Things moving and shifting for sure. If you have seen the community posts, we have some new projects going on. Third house market. Right now I've been selling vintage tarot decks, but there is a lot more to come, as well as sorry, it's still morning for me. Why did I make my project sound similar? Third house collective with Doug, which is also something that we're moving more slowly than we did before. If you guys remember me from Instagram, I started going live with Doug, and that was kind of like my first live stream group and how I started coming on to videos more often, showing my face, all that jazz. He's been so helpful to me growing into my identity as a reader. But we are looking for other readers, healers, and spiritual wellness gurus, leaders, however you want to interpret it, to join a live stream group with us where we can discuss these kind of topics. So it won't be like before where we're doing tarot card pulls, but we will have that as well. But we want to do things different than before. So there is an application and interview process. I know to some it can be a little intimidating, but honestly, it is what it is. If you can't get through those 2 thresholds, then it might just not be the right group for you. However, you can still watch. You can still support. I know there's some readers that don't want to be hosts, but they want to join in on the discussions, which is totally fine. Not everyone is meant to lead a group or be a host. But we do want to boost up and promote leaders in the making. And so the smaller following accounts we're actually more attracted to be honest. Like, I'm not looking for the big time YouTubers with millions of followers. That's, like, if anything, I feel like those kind of illusions are fading away. It's not so much about the clout, attention, and fame. It's about the intention. Also, another project that is Miriam's product, the Signature of Us scams. Did I say scams? So it kind of be like going on a birth chart generator, but with very specific astrological formulas. And if you guys have been here for a while, you know that I talk about Miriam a lot. I'm a huge believer in her astrology methods. Also her tarot readings, but I don't think she wants to do tarot readings as much anymore. She's more of an astrologer anyway. She's more of a science person. And she's one of those people that I adore so much because she's able to make the correlation between the psychological, the spiritual, and what's going on with the astrology. And so she's made a few tiers. The first tier is about you, which I think is great because you really can't have questions about your love life and actually be in a healthy partnership until you look at yourself. So you can't get past that first tier without booking it or to get to the second one, if that makes any sense. I don't know if she's put it up yet, but I know that she's in the works of doing the past life reading scans. And I talk about past life regression a lot. It totally changed my life. It opened me up in ways to be able to change that I would not be able to do before, to be honest. Like, I have a hard time finding words for it, because unless you've like been through it, it's hard to describe. And like, honestly, gosh, I mean, we've been doing past life regression for a while, but I didn't get like super deep into it until the last 3 years. And the things it showed me about my subconscious patterns was mind-blowing. Like, I've been able to timeline jump very hard. And people are like, WTF, how the F did you do that? And I'm just like, past life regression and astrology. I still like have a hard time comprehending like how I get to a certain point a lot of the time. So I'm just as shocked as you are. Anyway, now that we have some people in the room, happy birthday, Leo. You're my sister sign as an Aquarius sun. Therefore, we'll start on you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What am I missing? Oh, my earth signs. How dare I? Virgo, Capricorn. My brain is dead. Taurus, goodness gracious. All right. Double tap to like the video, please. Helps boost it to get it where it needs to go. There's 8 people in the room. I should see more likes. And I don't know if you guys know, but I've been on Instagram for so long that like likes are just not, I don't know, they're not important to me, but they do have like a big part in social media platforms and businesses. It's so hard to get away from, but I trust if the message is for you that it gets to you. So show me what's going on with Leo in love. Show me Leo. A new beginning on the horizon. And then I heard that's a given. Sassy, Leo, sassy. Maybe it's taken you a long time to get you where you are. I do see like manipulation, and a lack of love. If it's not love between you and another person, it could be self-love even. Finding out that you are the King of Pentacles. Like, you could have had an absent father, if not a father that didn't provide or show up in the way that you needed. And so you're kind of integrating that within your connection and relationship. That's fascinating. I do have like a sense of a third party energy. If it's not that, it's like responsibilities with like bills, children, workplace stuff, creative endeavors. And you're looking for solutions on how to balance out the situation. Yeah, there's been some unfavorable events playing out between you and another person, but there's a purpose to it. The purpose is to show you what you're actually committed to and what your priorities are. You could even be seeking out spiritual guidance from someone. Heavy on the manipulation, though. It's almost giving me like a self-sabotaging energy, whether it's you or another person, like robbing Peter to pay Paul kind of thing. Like you don't have enough resources, and so you're trying to jimmy rig it. That's what the Magician in reverse usually is. And then with the King of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords. What fell? Ah, the Queen of Cups in reverse. So paying attention to your emotional body, and there's a person that you're dealing with that could be mirroring that to you. And so whether you like it or not, this person is kind of forcing you into this spiritual awakening. This is actually pretty deep. Hi, welcome in. Oh, this is what you do on your free time, huh? I'm just gonna let you, because I just don't care. Please be respectful in the chat, or you're not welcome here. Fair warning. Maybe go listen to some music. Meditative music. Aha, this landed on the King of Cups in reverse. I do have testimonials for my readings, so it's definitely not gibberish. Chiron and Taurus, hitting everyone pretty hard. Feelings of worthiness. Is it worth it? Is this person worth it? Am I worthy of love? Do I have enough to give to love? And yeah, so there are a lot of those feelings. There's definitely an imbalance to the dynamic. And of course, Leo, I didn't put your timestamp, so unfortunately I'll have to get back to that. If there was anyone here that was here from the beginning, please let me know what that is. We do have a couple moderators on the channel. They volunteer, can I talk? Volunteer on their free time. They are not paid, so be nice to them. Or they might just block you for me. This is a safe space. Anyway. Let's say 1335 for Aries. And then I heard about time. So let's see, love messages for Aries. What's going on with Aries? Ace of Wands. A lot of new starts, huh? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Eight of Swords. So you got someone here that's mirroring to you that there's something out of alignment when it comes to your money, practicality, or work. This could be an earth sign placement, sun, moon, rising, Venus. And it feels like you've been trying to run away from it, get away from it, but then it's got you all mixed up inside. Like, I'm also getting like the feeling of your stomach being tied in knots. And then I heard disempowerment. So it's like, getting negative feedback or karma from the universe for not tapping into your solar plexus and using your inner power in some way. It's so specific. And then, okay, I got a weird image. Of like crocheting like a knit blanket. And this being like the knitting tool. And this being like all the issues that you're dealing with. And it's like creating something new from whatever that is. I don't know if that's making any sense. That was random. And although the situation feels negative, I think it's supposed to show you that because you haven't been living in some kind of authenticity or alignment. Change is needed. So if you're stuck on a certain way of doing things, it's not going to work. Hopefully you're seeing that. Your social circle deeply impacted by your love connections. Also giving me kind of flaky energy. Feeling curious and wanting to seek out new information that could help you. All right, let's dig in. There's that feeling of worthiness again. It's almost like you're questioning, doubting yourself. Definitely deal with it. Highly recommend. You see these reversals? This doesn't look like a good time. Pay attention to your mental patterns, and I'm hearing mental motivation. So it might be like your beliefs that are impacting your love life, your connections. All right, so far the fire signs, you got some like very specific, deep, heavy messages. I'm so sorry. Sag 1946. We are in a Saturn retrograde, so I think Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, not necessarily in that order, are feeling it the most. The most. And Saturn won't let you get away with it. You're either going to experience good karma or not so fun events. Let's just say that. Show me Sag. Five of Swords. Two of Swords. Man. I'm like, was today a good day for love readings? I'm sorry that they're like, gosh, another one. Another connection impacted by your social circle and relationships. You do have good friends around you. At least it wasn't like the last one where the Three of Cups were in reverse. I think you're just having a hard time seeing it. Dang. Oh, man. There will be a fair outcome, even if things don't feel fair. This could also be encouraging you to lean on your Libra placements. I had a friend recommend me a show I've been watching called Ted Lasso. Oh my gosh, you guys, I freaking love that show. It was so good. I didn't expect for me to like it as much as I do. But okay, let me just give you a summary because this feels like part of the reading. There's some kind of like winning at all costs energy, Five of Swords. Us readers, we talk about this a lot. I really like the illustration in this reading, or not reading, card. You see how he kind of looks like a ghost in the background. And he's here with his swords all by himself. So he might have won victory, yet he's sitting here with the ghost of his past. Was it really worth that? So you might be thinking about what you've lost, or someone's doing this about you. There could have even been like a legal situation. Okay, back to Ted Lasso. So it's basically about this guy that gets hired on to a London football team. And over there, they call football, it's soccer in America. I should say the States. I don't know. Anyway, let me get away from that. But anyway, their culture is way different. And the woman that hired him, she's going through a divorce with her very rich husband. And so in the divorce, she gets his football team. And to spite him and be vindictive, she hires an American football coach, where over here, it wouldn't be soccer. It was like, you know, like the Seahawks. I'm a Washingtonian, so I always refer to football as the Seahawks. Anyway, this guy comes in, and he has the most Libra energy. And if you know anything about Libra energy, they're very passive, kind of people-pleasing, but they're always looking to balance out the scales in a connection or a relationship. And they're always thinking about what's fair. They're very kind people. I love Libras. Like almost to a point where it can be toxic, where they'll sacrifice themselves for the sake of balance in whatever situation that they're in. That's the shadow side, at least from what I've seen. Anyway, the show goes on, and it's way deeper than it sounds, because this guy, he's just so kind, compassionate, considerate, and nice, and really into team building and bonding with the people around him, that even the people that don't like him, they end up loving him. They just like can't get around it. They'll be mean to him, they'll make side remarks, and like it just goes over his head, and he just like keeps being good, kind, and you know, whatever. Anyway, as I don't want to ruin the whole show for you, but as the show plays out, even the woman that hired him, she starts to feel really bad about herself. because it gets to a point where it's like Five of Swords. I would be losing a really good person, a really good friend in my life, if I keep going down this road. It's that kind of energy. And Ted, he kind of goes through a lot of like storylines throughout the show where people kind of do him wrong, I would say. But he just like lets them. And then they always come back realizing like, oh, it had nothing to do with you and what I was projecting on you. It was totally a me problem. This got really deep, you guys. But adding up the swords, 5, 6, 7. This would be like a saboteur kind of energy. And this could be going on within your friend groups, your community, but definitely impacting and influencing your connections, love romantically also. Gosh, the messages are just repeating today, apparently. I can only give you what they're giving me, though. 26, 27, Aquarius. Oh, scratch that. I'll feel bad if I don't pull these for you. I'll try to keep it consistent. Show me messages for Sag. I'll just let you guys read them. I don't need to read it for you, do I? And you know what? You might notice something. The people and situations that you're attracted to, you might have an issue with going after intense, complicated, almost basically connections that aren't right for you. Because your nervous system still needs to heal. That's what they're giving me. 2802 Aquarius. Aquarius, love messages for you. Nine of Pentacles. That's hilarious because I'm a life path 9 and that keeps coming out for me. It's supposed to be a year of freedom. I didn't think it was going to feel so rough. The High Priestess in reverse. I heard Persephone. Maybe look into the Greek mythology story about that. You could be feeling helpless or losing faith in a connection. What's going on here? Could have children or children play a factor in here. I love that card. Could be dealing with a Capricorn placement. And then I heard which one. So there might be some competition for you, Aquarius, and you're trying to sort yourself out. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Six of Cups. It looks like there's a new beginning and healing and a connection. And it's interesting because it feels like it's being done on a practical level. Like you could have met this person through work or their work in some form. If someone hasn't confessed their feelings to you, I think they will. It's interesting because you guys both carry this magician energy. And it's definitely a match. Like it's giving power couple vibes. But there's still things that need to be released. Like, it feel like a situation where this person has like a house or a contract with another person that's keeping them tied up in whatever they're doing. Again, friends, a huge influence on what's going on. There could even be like jealousy, envy, friend betrayals in regards to this connection. And it feels like there's been things playing out. Four of Cups energy that haven't been, how would you say it? It's not like giving me boredom, but I'm hearing distasteful. And it could have been external influences, but apparently they're saying that it played out that way to show you what you want and what you don't want. Which, as an Aquarius sun, I find this kind of hilarious because when I was very little in my family, how would you say that without getting too into it? They can be kind of bullying and taunting instead of understanding. But anyway, I used to like say, don't I want it? And then they would make fun of me and say, do you want it or don't you want it? If that makes any sense. And, you know, I was like maybe 2 or 3. And it's weird like how much that reflection of them uninvalidating like what I was emotionally trying to say impacted me in the long term. Because even then, sometimes I'm like, do I want this? No, I don't want this. And sometimes you have to experience certain things to be able to untangle that. I don't know if that's making any sense. But, you know, like they've done a lot of scientific studies on parents and caregivers and how their interaction and mirroring when a child is talking or babbling is so important for their development. I'm also getting there's some kind of like research when it comes to that and children specifically. Okay, I feel like I'm getting stuck, so let's keep pulling cards. Messages for Aquarius. Yeah, see what I mean? All right. Moving on. $35.37. Gemini. Love messages for Gemini. Eight of Cups. Oh, that was weird. It just like fell back in the deck. If it's meant to come out, it will come out. Oh, that one wants to come out. Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Could be seeing the numbers 888. I was like, I swear I saw the Lovers. There you are, Gemini. In your head a lot about a connection that you walked away from. There could have been a third party. Could have lived with this person. You could be spying on this person, or it's the other way around. But there is a level of avoidance, and that's what this connection was supposed to show you. How you communicate. About also something about your money. This could have been showing you what you actually value in a person. I like had an image of someone being gifted a pet. You could have shared a pet with this person. And it's giving me like a conversation that never happened, but you've been looking into how to communicate with this person or how to like get closure, something like that. Trying to heal grief. Could also be dealing with another air sign, but doesn't have to be. I'm also getting blue jays. You could be getting synchronicities about someone. Interesting. I also have like another group of Geminis that could have gotten married recently or invested into a connection. And you could be having like external people outside of the connection watching whatever's happening. A little too much in my opinion. That could be your karma for something. I don't know. And like, I don't know, you could have karma in communication. I know that I do. I'm a Gemini rising. And like, it's interesting to me because like Geminis, they talk a lot, but the way you communicate, the way you say a message, write a message, even like gossip. Geminis are known for gossip. Because you tend to have a lot of friends, whether in person or online, and you like to share information and data, but sometimes I just heard keep your mouth shut. I don't know. I just gotta say what they give me. Like, there could even be someone in the background talking to someone else about you or the connection. Could be a Cancer. Virgo, Pisces is also here. What else for Gemini? All right. Moving on to Libra, 4242. Show me Libra. Love messages for Libra. Could be taking a trip with someone, road tripping with someone, or you yourself could be dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign. Cancer is also here heavy. Honestly, too much water. Like, if something feels emotionally heavy, you're being called to the water, just FYI. Go to the ocean, go to a lake, a stream, or even just throw yourself in a bath or a shower would be beneficial for you. And then I heard a new beginning on the horizon, ready or not, or with or without you. And then I heard, gosh, what is that song? But they say that. And I'll wait without you. With or without you. Without. I know I'm getting the words wrong, but I have the melody in my head. My mom used to listen to it a lot. You could have a lot of memories with this person. Gosh, heavy Scorpio. But the connection was supposed to show you a mental block that you have. You have some kind of pattern here that's been blinding you emotionally. Like it's giving suppression. And I can't live with or without you. Gosh, what is that song? There you are. And then I heard, everywhere you go, there you are. And while you might think that's about the other person, like you can't get away from the feeling that you have about this person, it's actually supposed to be mirroring something about you and your emotional body, apparently. You could have invested a lot into this connection, had a family with this connection, pets, maybe, if not children. I don't know. I hate saying this, but I feel like this person is onto other horizons, is what I heard. This could be in regards to their work, if not another connection. I guess you've had like a messenger. And like when I say messenger, like this can come in so many forms when the universe is trying to present you the answer that you have in question. Like, say you're asking God, your guides, the universe, like, for an answer. Why is this happening to me? Blah, blah, blah. And someone comes in to tell you that it's like you don't want to see it because you feel like it's not getting you what you want, but what you want was actually a blindfold to something about you. So it's like this connection had to leave in order for you to see something about yourself. It could have something to do with how you give in connections, but also how you receive love. You might need to look at like a past relationship or your previous relationships even before this to kind of understand. Like it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's a hot or cold relationship, but it feels like there were a lot of great times and then all of a sudden it went down, 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 down. And then you went into another connection and there was some high times and then it did the same thing as before. Which is funny because like the Two of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite, it has like the infinity sign in between the pentacles to kind of show that he's juggling. And it's so weird because I've been getting this card in regards to like parallel timelines, and I've been talking about that a lot with my psychic friends and mentors. And now that we're in Leo season, it just kind of makes it more ironic. So it feels like a connection that could have been showing you your own ego, your defensiveness, what you're not willing to move on. You could have like, don't know, you could have like moved your whole life with this person in some form, thinking that there would be a victory, and all of a sudden there's conflict and defensiveness. I also heard passive aggressive. Wow, what an interesting card. I feel like I'm moving really slow in these readings. I apologize. Love messages for Libra. You could have been like financially carrying this person or vice versa. Yeah, definitely codependency issues. Okay. 5202 Scorpio. I don't know why, Scorpio, but it feels really hard to shuffle the deck for you. What is that about? Show me Scorpio. Gosh. Why? You see this? Show me Scorpio. We're not dealing with that. King of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. If only this person would be curious enough to ask questions instead of being a miserable person. And that's what they do on their free time, is harass other readers on a YouTube channel. I'm a 12th houser. You really don't want to mess with me because my guides will kick your ass. I don't even have to do anything. And it's kind of awful because if I do anything, I get energetic backlash. It's better if I just sit back, let people expose themselves, and just remove them or myself from the situation. It's a lot harder than it sounds. Two of Cups. And then I heard a decision has been made. Healing on the way. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Scorpio's here. Aries is here. What in the world? Could be dealing with children. If it's not children, like... No, I'm still getting children. Whether you're a parent or like you're someone that children look up to in some way. Take it how it resonates. Trying to figure out how to move forward. in a connection. Currently, you're integrating your identity into this. It's just like, you know, they're very different energies, the Queen of Wands and the Empress. The Queen of Wands is usually taking action. Like, they're the fire signs of the water signs. The Empress is more of a receiving. I need to cover that up before I get in trouble. I'm like, why is she doing that? It is like a mother energy, though. There's some kind of like shame about motherhood. So I don't know if it has to do with your healing with the mothers and the women in your life, or the person that you're dealing with. I see multiple people, so it feels like a family unit or a group unit. Moving on to calmer waters. And then I heard it's out of my hands. Okay. You could be explaining to someone why you moved on from something, or they're doing this with you. There could be, it's either you or the person that you're dealing with that isn't being honest about how they feel. Or it's like in a denial of how they feel. And like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be about the connection you have with someone. It could just be how they feel in general. Like, it gives me like a level of avoidance. And then I'm like seeing an image of the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz. All right, show me more messages for Scorpio. Recommended that you rest more, because you could be in your head a lot about whatever's happening. All right. $58.58. Cancer. Love messages for Cancer. Ace of Pentacles. That was quick. Seven of Wands. I keep getting the image of being in the kitchen with someone, cooking with someone. don't even know why. Okay. You could be dating or looking at a new opportunity for love or how to have a new beginning with someone. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, air sign. Scorpio is also here. Taurus energy, Scorpio again. You could have had an ending with someone, but it feels like an ending brings in another opportunity to create necessary change in your life. And it could be for you to learn how to receive love. Why are they? Okay, so like, you know how I have my finger covering this? I'm like, I feel like I'm touching her nipple. And then I got like an image of Finding Nemo. And the fish are swimming towards the boat. And the kids are like, I think they're playing Truth or Dare, the kid fish. And they're like, you won't touch the boat. And then Nemo goes over there and he touches the bottom of the boat. And they're like, oh my gosh, they touched the butt. I don't know. Who knows what I'm channeling? Oh, that's so funny. I'm such a child. Work is not fun without play. So apparently that has something to do with it, which I agree. It's like you're looking at how to make your work more fulfilling so that it doesn't feel so heavy. Someone could have moved out or relocated. And I get like this feeling of moving very fast. Be careful of pregnancy if you're dating and doing the deed. Show me more love messages for Cancer. And then, okay, they keep telling me about like your instincts, which is like so interesting because I've had this happen before when it was time for me to leave a connection. And I was just talking about this with a friend, how like some people have like different chemistry and pheromones that you're naturally attracted to their smell. And in turn, it can do the opposite when you're not supposed to be around someone. Like there was this time I was dating someone for like a couple years and their smell was fine. It was almost like a magnetic pull to the person. But when it was time to leave the connection, all of a sudden they started smelling different. And I could not stand the way that they smelled so much that like my body started to move away from them and I couldn't even comprehend like what was happening. But it was completely instinctual. The body knows before the mind can comprehend, is what I say. All right, Pisces, 6507. I don't want to do the math in my head, but I know those timestamps don't register the way they're supposed to. I really wish YouTube would fix that. Okay, show me love messages for Pisces. And like already, Pisces, I felt so tired. You could be tired of dealing with love or searching for love, and maybe that's your problem. Show me love messages for Pisces. Queen of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. The Magician. There's also Gemini energy. Capricorn. You could have worked with this person or met them through work in some way. They could be a reader, healer, or intuitive even. Or met them through networking, a community event. It's interesting because you guys both manifested each other, but the devil energy is here and it's in the upright. And the purpose of the connection was to kind of show you how to collaborate with someone, even if it didn't get off the ground. And you could be, it feels like, I don't know. Are you seeing the pattern yet, Pisces? It's like choosing from a place of wanting attention, getting attention, self-validation even, instead of what you were truly wanting, which was reciprocity. So a decision has been made to move away from the connection. Could have even been a third party. Like, this doesn't feel like a committed relationship, although it's basically pivoting you into integrating into one yourself, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. And this could have a lot to do with the Venus transit that we're in, and then going into Leo season for sure. There'll usually be a downswing and an upswing in all things Venus. This pesky Hanged Man card. It's one of my favorite yet least favorite cards, just because I find personally surrender very hard for me. And so if you're hanging on to a connection or connections, the guidance is to let it go. Show me love messages for Pisces. Love messages for Pisces. It was almost like you or another person were attracted to each other for some kind of feeling of emotion. And so a lack of vulnerability. All right. Wow. Cards fell everywhere. I always take that as a sign. Show me 7/1/17 Virgo. I know I need to jump off soon because I'm getting hungry. I always get hungry or need a snack when I do lives. Show me love messages for Virgo. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Wands. And then I heard a bat out of hell. What the hell? Okay, Five of Pentacles. And then I got like the image of a deer running in front of a car. Like it feels that quick. Whatever this is. Seven of Cups in reverse. The World. And then I'm hearing an uninformed choice to not close something, to not close out a cycle. Show me more love messages for Virgo. So many reversals. The blockage in your love connection could be expressing emotions, whether it's you or another person. The call would to be to have more fun with each other because it feels so serious. And yet you have a lot of fun with this person. It's almost like you feel like, I don't know, that a relationship or your romantic connection shouldn't be like this. Or someone's feeling that way. Like it feels too much like duty. That's the word that I'm getting. Which is very Virgo, to be honest. You could be having someone move in. Or you're moving in. Don't worry, it's gonna get better. And then I heard Avril Lavigne song, Keep Holding On. Okay. There's also an issue of like self-sabotage. It's like someone wants to give love in their way, but you're needing something more, and this person has like a blind spot, or reverse the roles if you need to. Love messages for Virgo. Love messages for Virgo. Ah, I hate that that's a repeating card today. Be careful of your motivations, Virgo, is what I'm hearing. $76.45, an hour and something minutes. Capricorn. Cards are shuffling well for you, Capricorn. Show me love messages for Capricorn. 777 could be a synchronicity for you. Four of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Five of Swords. Not this again. I'm hearing self-loathing. And then I heard trying to figure out why you let go of something. There could be a reconciliation on the table. Someone's showing up for you, or you're showing up for another person. Definitely heartbreak and separation here, so you might not even be speaking to this person right now. I see a lot of blockages with trust and patterns, wounded warrior energy. You have a lot of memories with this person. You could have grew up with this person, grew up in town with this person. Like, it's giving a lot of like childhood energy. This person could have a gift of feeding your inner child and vice versa. Heavy spiritual connection. This person could have moved away from you or you via them. Four of Wands in reverse. A lot of defensiveness. Let's just say that. And there's that dang Two of Pentacles again. Do I need to repeat the message about the Venus transit and the infinity symbol and it being Leo season? I feel like that's playing a huge part in what's happening right now. There's a level of integration happening because of the experience in the connection. You and this person could have a guide even between you, helping this connection out. Aw, lovebirds. You guys look at each other as the Ten of Cups. So it's a very confusing, conflicting energy right now. This person could be a spiritual teacher to you and vice versa, Virgo energy. And then I heard as the moon moves. So this connection is going to move forward. It feels very confusing and things are unclear right now. Vulnerability is a huge block. Communicating how you feel. Love messages for Capricorn. Yeah, a lot of fears and insecurities that you guys are mirroring to each other. See what I mean? Vulnerability again. Lame. Lame. It could even be like secrets that they hide from themselves. All right. Taurus, 8220. Okay, Taurus, I don't know why, but I had a hard time writing your timestamp. It was like, your mind might be in another place. It would actually be recommended for you to journal, even. Show me love messages for Taurus. All right. That was quick. 9 of Swords. Yeah, 2 in your head a lot. 10 of Swords. About an ending, a painful ending. Queen of Swords in reverse. Due to a conversation you didn't have or something that wasn't said. This person could have walked away from you or you via them. But there's heavy sleuth, investigative. I didn't want to use the word stalking, but definitely spying on you. Or vice versa. I kind of feel like it's both, honestly. And yet you both are overprotective of yourselves and each other's intentions. I feel like the love was real. You could have had similar friend groups or friends were an influence in this connection, but love was definitely real and existing. And maybe that's what you're confused about. To love and to lose is kind of the gamble that you take. It's a risk, yeah. Could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, doesn't have to be. Also water sign energy. I think there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to reconnect, but it's not going to be what you think it is. Apparently, it's to show you how far you've come and that this person remains the same. Definitely sleep and rest is recommended for you, Taurus. Healing for this connection. Yeah, very karmic connection. Highly recommend checking out Miriam's scans to find out if you're dealing with a twin flame, soulmate, karmic. Instead of being in these loops, these karmic loops. And this could have something to do with like your ancestry or your family lineage. That's what this connection was supposed to mirror to you. Ouch. I feel like you or another person has a hard time admitting how you hurt someone or that what happened was even hurtful. Like, say this happened like a few years ago or something, and you have a hard time admitting to yourself that you still feel this, that you still love this person, even if you knew that they couldn't show up for you, that it wasn't healthy for you, whatever. And sometimes we deny that we even loved a person unconditionally just because of how bad things turned out, or they did us dirty, or whatever. But, you know, that's kind of one of those lessons. And it again, there's that message of energetically carrying some kind of baggage from family. Like, I'm seeing grandma, mother, mostly women, to be honest, even if they're not. Show me love messages for Taurus. Chiron and Taurus probably hitting you hard as well. Don't take it too personal, Taurus, but also kind of do. Because the Hermit card is about retreating and looking inside instead of looking at the actions of another person. And sometimes we have to be alone in order to make that self-assessment. I'm a Virgo moon, so I'm kind of forced to do that a lot. All right. We did all the signs. Yay, we made it. I hope those messages were helpful for you. If you're in need of a personal in-depth reading, go ahead and check out my links. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. Until next time.